Let's go, baby. Here we go. It's what we live for, man. Man.
Oh, baby.
What was that? Jesus Christ. Alex, you really have that fucking saved?
Let's get up. It's
I was
Reject
rewatching
football.
the game and
Playoff
I found
football,
it.
baby. Let's get up. It's Reject football. Playoff football, baby.
We'll see.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now they got me on it. Now it should be good.
See Jacob Madrid in chat.
Yep. What's going on, everyone? Rejects. Year 13 Super Bowl. We weren't sure that we would even make it to 11 or 12. But we're at 13 somehow. And we've made it, boys and girls. Oh, shit. Chat is deep. What's going on? I see the Tukey Goat. Peyton's in here. Punching air that he's not in here.
Roll Tide.
But
Or
Bama
never mind,
boys.
he's not a Roll Tide, he's just a Bama boy.
Yeah, the Bama boys support each
Legal.
other. You know.
Yep. Bama boys roll deep.
Yep, very deep, very deep. Good to see them here. I'm assuming
Don from BMAC.
I guess that's BMAC's new YouTube channel. The BMAC. Oh wow.
I assume that's BMAC.
Either way. Well, you guys are here. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. I see that we have viewers tuned in.
Two Mutt squads going at it.
Yep, today
85, yeah.
85, 88 overalls, 90 overalls.
85, 85 overall Jets versus the 84 overall Bears. That's probably, when it comes down to it, that's if they ain't top two, they're probably top three, top four overall rosters going at it.
Very rosters.
The rookie QB.
Today I'm joined by my beautiful host, Milky, the now comish of rejects. Dudes think we have beef. Dudes still DM me like, do you Milky still like fuck with each other? And like dudes just think we have this imaginary beef lined up in our head, but I just tell them it's a video game.
They just don't know that we just got done grinding Dying Light for 12 hours straight.
Yep. We're also joined by the wonderful Dakota. He is here. He is crunching numbers. Been working a lot behind the scenes.
Algorithm's going crazy right now.
A lot of the algorithm and our numbers and projections. Him and Alex is lurking. We've been hard at work to prepare quality statistics and representation and true to rejects football form, as you've seen with our sports book. And we have some projections here. Before the show, I ran through about 1,000 simulations of the game, and I think you guys will be pretty pleased with what my algorithm came up with. So all right.
Man, we got one beer crack in chat. Someone's keeping track.
Dang. Checks notes. I got my notebook pulled up here. I think I
You
just
need to
want to
be.
start with breaking down these two teams here. While we got
Oh
the
yeah,
time,
yeah.
might as well go over. Neither of these teams are, strangers to this big game here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think the big thing here, actually, both these teams have been in the Super Bowl this year. Colin was the first season, and he lost to uh, Milky, who I'm joined with here,
Yep.
and then he is undefeated in Super Bowls, all against Milky, by the way. He is 0-3 in Super Bowls. No rings for him. And then we're joined by Matt, Matt is, this is his second Super Bowl this cycle. He had won it last year. He beat Wealthy in a very, very close 39-37 game.
Yep.
I think,
That's for Madden League, Rejects League, whatever you want to call it. That's kind of low scoring when it comes down to it.
yeah, that was not a very high scoring Super Bowl because we had a 70-40 Super Bowl in the league before.
Yeah.
So we've had some very mutt Super Bowls. As
Not
people
personally how I like to play when the lights are brightest, but
yeah. So
I'm
we're
sitting
doing
in the
these.
booth, not playing the game.
That's right. Well, you got a ring, bro. You got more rings than all the other coaches. Well, no. Alex has one. Okay, yeah. You see, you still have more rings than anyone else in this call.
I got more than Matt for now.
For now, we'll see how that plays out, as I think Colin's going to give him a good shot here. This is certainly, this is not as hard of a matchup as Wealthy, but I think this is a tougher matchup for him than Jake Witt. His first ring over Jake Witt was very, very.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a blowout, but Colin is definitely this not being his first time, he doesn't have that shock factor.
This is his fourth. Yeah, this is his fourth go around. He doesn't have that shock factor, but at the same time, he has that. Am I ever going to get one? After 3 losses, it starts to, I would say, whatever you want to call it, in the back of his head is like, man, if I don't get one here, am I ever going to get one? Is it going to be the same story again? Blah blah. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. I could see how it would mess you. Even after I lost 2, it was like, man, I'm just,
It's like, am I ever going to get one? Right?
That's right. Looking at these two teams here, both had very stout seasons. Colin was the number 2 seed because he took a forced loss to the Tukey Goat.
And he fell asleep or something like that.
He ended
Don't
up
be a clown and fall asleep.
He ended up going 14-3 this year, number 2 seed in the NFC to the number 1 seed, Alex Rocks, joining us here as an analyst. And then we have the New York Jets, who went 15-2 and were the number 1 seed in the AFC. Both had very, very good seasons. When you look at the stats, best quarterback in the league this year is probably Zach Wilson. And
he's coming off back-to-back MVPs.
Yep. David Montgomery was a top 5 tailback, and Allen Robinson was the best wide receiver.
Big storyline though is David Montgomery's out for this game, so
wow.
are we going to see?
I think he has Khalil Herbert as his backup.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert. Herbert had a damn good season and only 300 downs played. He had 99 rushes for 800 yards.
Oh wow!
8 yards a pop.
Wow.
9 touchdowns.
That's not too bad of a backup to fall into. Wow.
No, not at all.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Wow. Yeah. So, obviously Montgomery's a stud. He's a 94 X factor. But
he's what I'd like to classify. I'd put him in that same category as the one and only Ramondre as an ox.
Yeah. The other big thing for Colin is Allen Robinson had a monster year. He had 1,700 yards and 20 touchdowns. It's really not much a surprise. We know what you're gonna really get from Colin. Matt's more of a wild card on his offenses. His offense is pretty spread out. But Colin is pretty much run the ball with Justin Fields. Give it to Montgomery on some mutt RPOs and then just lob it to Allen Robinson.
Yeah, if he sees Allen Robinson one-on-one, and then he's not afraid to take a shot.
Because I believe Allen Robinson has matchup nightmare, if I'm not mistaken. He has
route tech and red zone threat, so especially if he's down in the red zone.
Right. And
he also has
double me as well. So
99 catch in traffic and 98 back catch. So I see why he's taking shots.
Right. The red zone threat, better contested to win contested catches and single coverage. Yeah. It's hard not to just throw it up, and especially with the way some of the defenders play the ball this year.
Yeah,
It's hard
it's
to
if
argue
you're out of
against.
position and you go for a pick, next thing you know, or
It's a
sometimes,
bomb. Yeah, it's a you miss it and you look like a fool.
yeah,
You can really get some bad animations as a DB if you're not timed up correctly.
yeah, it's a lot more. It takes a lot more skill than just holding triangle like it used to
Mm-hmm.
at one point.
Let's take a look at the Jets. It's obviously Zach Wilson is their bread and butter on offense.
Yeah,
This
it's the
is his
Zach
second.
Wilson show.
It's his second consecutive year winning MVP. Muhammad Ibrahim is his featured running back. He spreads the ball out on offense, but not tight end. Charlie Kohler.
Yeah, tight end, I would say 85% of his plays, his number one reads Charlie Kohler. He's a 6'6", 260. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
He's not going to run past you, but he'll run through you.
Yeah, 81 speed on him. Good route running. Good catching. A mutt tight end. He's got Corey Davis, who had superstar, but he took it off of him, and he's also got Elijah Moore, Jahan Dotson,
Yeah.
and that's really it.
Elijah Moore is, I think, more of a deep threat, and Dotson is like a do-it-all.
Yeah, Dotson runs a lot of routes underneath and over the middle.
And he loves to dump it down. Michael Carter is going to be a threat out of the backfield as well.
Yeah, he has a lot of dump offs to him. He catches the ball a lot on third down. He mixes his run, and Ibrahim is his tailback. I mean, the big thing with Mohamed Ibrahim, he's carried the ball 590 times in his career for 43 touchdowns, 27 yards, and only 4 fumbles. So
he's one of those backs that he always falls forward.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. He's very frustrating to play against. He always falls forward. I believe he has superstar as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He does, but he only has return man on him because he's not that high of an overall yet.
Right. So either way, he's still a superstar. Very, very.
And I believe he returns kicks.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a 91 speed, I guess he's got that up a little bit. I thought he was a slower, more tanky back.
Yeah, you would think so at 5'10", 210. I mean, he's still pretty solid. Strap the other kid. Either way, Ibrahim's the tailback that makes his offense go. Defensively, the thing that makes Matt's defense is always pretty good is he's got a lot of secondary. He used to have, his roster was more of 2 inside stuff crutches. He had 2 D tackles that had inside stuff. Now he's a little bit easier to run the ball on than he was last year. He does have 2 big guys in the middle, Quinnen Williams and Fullerano Fadusaki.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. You got that. He's a big big motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean he's got 2 hit stickers, CJ Mosley and Marcus May.
You got Blake Cashman, who's a mutt linebacker, 90 speed.
Yeah.
If you run a stretch toss, he's beating you to the edge almost every time.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy is unreal in his cover ability. Like even when he doesn't use him, he's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
It makes it very hard to hit check downs and stuff against him. Or even if you have him on a tight end, he still keeps up for him.
Yeah, the Jets play a very, very, very heavy zone scheme on defense. He has a goddamn rookie corner with 90 zone already. That's all.
Yes.
That's all you need to know about the Jets. He'll run man maybe once or twice maybe. Mm-hmm. But you're going to see a lot of zone out of the Jets.
The Bears are stout on defense as well. Khalil Mack obviously being their big player on the end.
I expect to see a few. I know. Does Matt have, what side does he have Armstead on?
He's on the right tackle.
Okay, so I'm assuming Colin's going to be smart and move Mack to the left side to go up against the non-superstar.
Yeah, he has him as left end. Or no, that would be the left defensive end, not the right defensive end. Yeah, he didn't move him. At least he could have updated him in game or from whatever.
He's not afraid to, on a 3rd and long or a passing situation, to go to that speed rush cheese user with Khalil Mack. He's not afraid to do that.
Yep. big pass rusher. Jets really don't have anyone like that. They traded Carl Nassib to the Rams for whatever picks
Yeah.
they had left.
Mm.
Jalen Johnson, good corner for him. He's got
He's a
superstar.
damn good corner, yeah.
Eddie Jackson's a good rangy safety, and then he's got two big studs in the middle, Bilal Nichols and Eddie Goldman, who do a lot in the
Chris
run game.
Garza at strong safety is an athletic freak, so he can cover. His zone's not that great, but he can cover some ground.
Yeah, Roquan Smith, like a better CJ
Yeah.
Mosley.
He's what Matt wishes Blake Cashman was.
Right.
That 90 speed mutt linebacker that can do everything.
Yeah. Really, these teams, pretty common theme. Not only have they had to build up these lesser rosters, but they've developed them very nicely. They're really deep, at a lot of positions.
They are deep. They have the rookie QB privilege, if you want to call it that.
Yeah. They both have rookie QBs, which allows them to do some flexible things like sign, all 5 superstar O linemen, or anything like that. Something like that. That kind of helps.
Like the Jets put $50 million into 2 offensive linemen in the first free agency. And I guess that's paid off because he's been to the last Super Bowl. I guess we can't really question that one, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's just really cheap.
It's cheese, but like,
yeah. I mean, he's also a good
it works.
Player. Yeah, good for him.
Brandon Sheriff and Armstead, I believe.
Right. Vera Tucker is the left guard. Beckham is the left tackle. And then he doesn't really have a very good center, I don't think.
You're getting name checked by Alex in the chat. You apparently said Carl Nassib when it was really Carl Lawson. And Alex made sure to say that Nassib is the gay guy.
Carl Nassib. Sorry, it was Carl Lawson. My bad. Former Bengals defensive end. Now Jets. Now Rams defensive end.
Yeah, the Jets are their defense is definitely play coverage and force the quarterback to make a mistake instead of Well, on the other side, I'd say the Bears are more get after the passer and force him to be rushed and force him to make a mistake that way. Because some people, you get there, no pass rush, and you're in coverage for days. It's they stop thinking, and next thing you know, they're hitting a button and throwing a crossbody pick. But
yeah, that would really suck.
Yeah, I don't want to
call anyone out.
Bring any dark memories out for you, but I've seen it happen. I think Colin's a smart kid.
Absolutely. It looks like we're looking for some activity in chat. Maybe both teams are protesting.
We got a duck?
A ducking?
I see a stream from Matt, so I got a notification. I'll send you the link if he has not yet.
Yeah, I need that. You'll need to send it to the analyst.
Where's it at? I just got a notification. There he is. They must be talking via DMs. I threw it in admin chat and I'll send Alex a DM, our sideline analyst.
Got dirt?
Yes, got dirt.
We should see the gameplay up on stream here shortly. It looks like both sides are probably trying to sync up
their invites
and try and get things started. Let's see what we got
here. My algorithm told me,
we should probably get into what the algorithm said, right?
I'm not going to say my algorithm, but some of my best guys, they've been crunching numbers the past 2 days since we got this matchup.
1,000 simulations.
They told me the perfect line was 69.5 points. What do you think? You taking the over? You taking the under? Well, then tell me why.
So that's 34-35.
Yeah, we having a shootout. Sometimes, these Super
Well,
Bowls, everyone says points, 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 points. Next thing you know, it's a nice, slow, methodical game. It's
well,
20-30.
that's the thing. Matt'll play that game if that's what he needs to do. He won't
I know
speed
it's the
you up,
Super Bowl. The
but he'll
lights,
slow
the
you
lights are the
down.
brightest.
He won't
The
speed
game's
you up, and no huddle and do a wealthy on you, but he'll slow you down if that's what he's gonna take.
Yep.
But Matt's like a counter puncher, right? Matt's I'm gonna let you make the mistake, and I'm just gonna be steady on my end, you know.
He's gonna make the mistake, and then he's gonna stab you once, then he's gonna stab you again, and then he's gonna shoot you between the eyes.
Yeah,
He's gonna bang, 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 bang.
right. Now
Next thing you know,
Colin is steady, but Colin's had his points where he's been shut down offensively this season.
He has, yes.
You know, Colin also has not choked, but he's lost every Super Bowl he's been in.
Yeah, we played two close games. I would too. See, that's it's always tough. That's one of the toughest bets you always got to decide. You go back and forth. You said what, 34, 35, and maybe someone lags a little bit, misses an extra point. But I think both these guys, Colin has pretty good internet for, being down in the deep South Alabama.
Yeah. Matt has very, very piss poor internet. Matt is whenever you play Matt, you fucking just go. Oh,
Matt got
don't,
it. Matt come up. He got a booster.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
It's fucking right next to his station now.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, thank goodness.
Looks like are we getting kickoff?
It looks like we're actually starting to kick off here. So I'm going with the Jets.
Jets.
Jets. I'm going with the Jets. I think by
Alex
4.
Alex? I hope both teams have fun.
Oh God, get out of here! You're done. D-Fed, what are we going with?
Jets.
Jets.
All right.
Are we going Jets for the sweep?
Okay. So usually, how most people say third time's a charm, right?
Uh-huh.
Alex is on his 4th try, though, or not Alex, Colin. I'm gonna say 4th time's a charm. Colin finally gets it done because you know why? Because he's not playing me.
Right. The deciding factor was you're not in it, right? Okay,
let's go.
It looks like Matt has switched things up here, and he's going to be the one to receive the kick. I didn't see Ibrahim back there for him.
Personally, I absolutely hate receiving the kick, but that's just me.
I hate getting the ball first. Absolutely.
I don't know what it is. You just hate it. See what Mutt plays drawn up first.
Either way, I think Matt probably wants to get the ball second, especially in a game like the Super Bowl. It looks like the Super Bowl is in the Death Star this year at Allegiant Stadium. Very nice stadium here. So Bears are coming out in their stock 3-4 defense. Raiders line up double tight left, 2 receivers split out to his right. Ibrahim is the back behind Wilson under center. Wilson's going to stop, drop back to pass. He's going to look, he's going to fire, and it's going to be complete to Elijah Moore. Matt running his drive concept. That's exactly.
You're going to see a lot of that today.
Yep. It looks like
drives, floods.
Exactly. Look at how good of a jump that linebacker got on the play, but just because they 2-1'd him, and he can't be right. The CPU's never going to be right. The human's never going to be right. That's
you got to make a perfect play to defend both of them, and 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to do that.
Yep, absolutely. So it looks like Bears are still sitting in their 3-4 front, probably expecting a lot of run, doing a lot of weird adjustments. Wilson's going to fake the handoff, roll out to his right. He's going to stop, and he's going to fire, and it's going to be intercepted by Khalil Mack. Did he get his feet in bounds?
Yes.
Khalil Mack turned into a pass coverage.
Wow. I was wondering, you're the first thing that was going through my mind on that play. Where the hell is Khalil Mack?
Khalil Mack was... Yeah, so they rolled over to Khalil Mack's side, but Colin dropped him into coverage, and there's the Jets defensive front making a play.
Talk about a wrinkle. Usually you don't see wrinkles thrown on defense that much, but talk about a wrinkle.
Zach Wilson threw it right to him. Wow, what a play by Khalil Mack. Most of the time you see them those big edge rushers like They don't drop back and they just stand there. But Khalil Mack doing the
I
most to
mean,
get his team the win.
Whoever took over 2.5 combined picks got to be pretty happy after that one. First minute of the game.
Absolutely. Justin Fields now dropping back to throw. He's going to fire. It's going to be caught, and he's going to get absolutely blown up. Allen Robinson on a slant. Still good for 7 yards. He got
You come over the middle of the field on a slant cross, in route, whatever.
CJ
Mosley.
Shoulders. Yep. Shoulders.
CJ Mosley will let you know.
Yep, absolutely. Tough catch, but Robinson is so stout as a possession receiver. It's really hard to get him to drop the ball. Fields drop back. It's going to be caught. Wow, what a throw again. Really found the soft spot in that zone.
Possession catches, that's one.
There you go.
Little low pass action, I think, there too. I like that
pressure right in his face. It looked like the Jets are sitting in nickel. As they're most of the Jets play a lot of nickel. You won't ever really see them in heavy sets. As Fields is now in the gun, he's going to flop his receivers to have trips right. Herbert being his side, Herbert on his left or right side. Trips to the left here. Fields in the gun. He's going to drop back to throw. He's going to look. He's got all the time in the world. He's going to fire over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Bryce Hall on a deep fade, and he's going to make a couple guys miss tiptoeing, and he's tackled and pushed out of bounds, I should say, at the 28-yard line.
Hey, whoever, I'll say it again, whoever took the over 2.5 picks they're jumping for joy right now.
Absolutely. Not the
Usually
start
my guys
are
spot on that too, so
yeah.
I was not expecting this start.
It'll all be thrown back in the algorithm to make those bets more accurate, as we're going to see Mohamed Ibrahim make a cut and work his way up the middle for a big gain of 14 on the play. Really made one cut off the line on his own concept and was able to spring forward for a big chunk play.
Yeah.
So how about those 2 interceptions? Who had that drawn up there?
I'll tell you what, I did not.
For 2 guys that don't throw a lot of interceptions, they might have some big game belly left in them.
I think Zach Wilson only threw 11 picks all year.
Yeah, I know when I played him in my playoff game against him, he had a very Jimmy G game of only 11.
Zach Wilson with 42 touchdowns to 11 picks. I know Fields was closer to 20, but 20 is not that much for
a 17-game season.
Yeah, our standards. When dudes are throwing 30, 40.
Wilson dropping back to throw. He's going to dump it off to the flats to his tailback Carter. And he's going to get about 3, maybe 4 on the play there to set up 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, like I said, everyone, that's another run game right there.
Yeah, you'll see that. Matt's going to take his checkdowns. He's not really one to force the ball, which is why they didn't.
Hey, there's the patent in Colin 335.
Yep, there's the 335, but Matt's able to hit the flats, Mutt tight end, gain of about 15 there, and he's going to pick up the first down.
If it's okay, my book, I'm not the best defensive guy, but if it's 3rd and 6 or less, 3rd down, I'm hard flattened 9 times out of 10.
Yep, it looks like Colin has some sort of look where Khalil Mack is over the nose. I believe that's him in the middle. I can't tell.
Is that?
Either way, Matt's going to dump it off to Jahan Dotson, good for about 4.
That's... What is he running out here? We have a NASCAR package look already? Is that what we're looking at?
That's what it looked like. I don't know that Colin has any other superstar defensive linemen, but Khalil Mack was lined up over the nose there. Either way, tough. This looks like Trey Y flex over here, inside zone. Mohamed Ibrahim's going to take the handoff, good for about 3.
Colin went for a mutt tackle, but hit the button just a little too early.
Yep, absolutely. Trey Y flex. Mark that one down on your prop sheet. There's a check mark there. Now Zach Wilson's going to be under center here. He's got
this is 4 down territory, 100%.
Tight end, wide receiver split out right. Ibrahim behind him under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll right. He's got all the time in the world. He's going to overthrow the pass to Elijah Moore. He had him wide open, but he just couldn't complete the pass. That was going to be 6.
On the run. Those are.
Yep.
You throw those passes on the run. It's a 50. At the end of the day, it's kind of just a 50-50 ball because.
Yeah. With how inaccurate quarterbacks can really be on the run.
I was really thinking we were going to see a halfback dive there because this is 4 down territory away unless he got sacked.
Yeah, why not just run the ball and limit your time, because now Colin's probably going to be pretty aggressive here on this 4th and short. I mean, obviously every play is open in the book. You
got to sell out.
There
on
is
it.
Khalil Mack. He's now lined up on the
it.
inside shoulder of that guard. As now he's making some adjustments. Wilson's in the gun with Carter being the back behind him. He can stop, drop back to throw. He's gonna. It's gonna be complete to Mutt tight end. He even caught it while being draped over and being hit. Mutt tight end barely makes the play.
That was a
close to an
window.
interception. Absolutely. That play was
Colin
very close to
being
that
one.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard flat. And that window was very, very tight. Now Wilson's going to stop, drop back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to fire over the middle. It's going to be Corey Davis who makes a man miss and gets blown up there by number 4. Not sure who number 4 is. I don't know if that's Eddie Jackson or Garza, but either way.
See, I don't know how much our viewers believe in this, but Corey Davis is one of those players, at least in my opinion, that plays well above his overall.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He plays like a number 1 wide receiver. And there you go. There's Michael Carter. Handoff on the right-hand side. Makes a cut. Gains about 3 to set up 2nd and goal.
Colin again going for a Mutt tackle. Just a little too eager, we'll say.
You know, when you play those aggressive users, you can use their tendencies against them like that.
Absolutely, yeah. Good play there.
Matt is a tendency guy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, big play there. You know, to make the step to. Oh wow, what a hit! Bobby O'Cookery absolutely smashed him. Wow, one of those is going to connect. I'm telling you guys. I think one of those tackles. I think one of those tackles is going to connect. And it's going to be a bad day for whoever gets that fumble in a big game like this. Now we've got, I believe this is Deuce Close, Wilson in the gun with Carter being the back beside him. This is a big red zone scissors play. It's going to be a actual draw play there. And there's the good shed there. I believe that's number 98, Eddie Goldman or Bly Nichols in the middle there. That was able to cause the stop there on 3rd down. It's going to set up 4th and goal at the 2. Both offenses have really kind of sputtered a little bit. Not much action here scoring-wise. All can change here on this play. Jets are going to have 4th and goal at the 2, and it looks like they're going to keep their offense out on the field to try and make this a touchdown lead in the first score of this year 13.
A little bread and butter here?
Not to get too fancy. I think
I would love to see a little bread and butter right here.
And Eddie Jackson stopped him behind the line. Oh my goodness, he just had to clear that level, and Eddie Jackson knifed through both guys to make the stop in the backfield. Eddie Jackson with the play of the game so
I'm a run
far.
cheeser. I'm a run cheeser probably. I'm a run cheeser probably at heart these days, but I don't know if I'm running the ball on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know that that's it. Either way, there's a Khalil Herbert handoff. And he's
not my move.
And he's gonna make a little move, and he's good. That's a gain of about 12 on that play to spring the Chicago offense to get him moving there. Obviously, a lot of tendency being running the ball with Montgomery, but Herbert is definitely enough serviceable back to help get the job done for the Chicago Bears. Herbert again making a cut. Bounces off one, but not able to get much there as the line pretty much collapsed on him there. It'll set up 2nd and
this Herbert kid might not be that high of an overall, but he runs.
He's got
some
juice.
Hard,
absolutely. He's got some juice in his game. Real explosive back.
Would you guys would have thought we're talking 0-0 at the start of the 2nd?
Yeah, absolutely not. I think a lot of people had. Big game, but like you'd said, sometimes guys get in this game. Colin's got to hit his checkdowns. And oh my goodness, wow, he had him beat, but Fields threw it off his back foot and just wasn't able to connect.
Yeah,
I was calling checkdowns.
Matt got pressure on that play.
I was calling checkdowns as it looks like Matt's giving him the checkdowns, but Colin's not being patient enough to hit him. Looks like it.
Colin is a very aggressive player.
Yeah. We'll see if he notices that as Fields is dropping back to throw again. He's going to dump it off. He's going to have Herbert. He's going to spin, but he's going to be just a yard short. The Jets defense is able to come up with a stop on 3rd down as they stop in here for 2 yards here, and this should be a punt like normal here now as the Jets defense comes up and makes a big stop here, really limiting that Chicago offense. But to
I
be
would like
honest with
to
you,
point out on that play the user by Matt of the Jets took away almost. I think he took away 3 routes on his own just by his user on that play alone on that third down, which was huge, which probably was the reason why he forced the punt. Now's the ball back.
yeah. Yeah, Matt's an incredible user on defense. It really give you a lot of headaches. And it's a little strange that we don't have a score yet, but this is nothing out of the ordinary for a Colin offense. There's Mutt tight end, big play, first down, about 15 yards. And the Jets have moved the ball, but like they haven't gone in the end zone, so it's whole lot for nothing.
I think both teams are trying to look for that big
that home
shot,
run.
but let's establish a drive here. Let's get a drive going.
Absolutely. I agree. Both teams look like they're trying to throw that big haymaker. And no one's had a consistent enough play, but here we might have it. Here is Muhammad Ibrahim is taking the handoff, and he's off to the races for a 49-yard touchdown. Big play there to counter.
What a pooling block by the tight end Charlie Kohler right there. Shoo, that made me. I like seeing that. Someone pulling around, sealing the edge, and
gonna have to get the fan out for Milky on that one. He's a little hot after that heck of a block. That is a monster big play. And that's what Ibrahim, like you had said, he plays above his overall. But really, that was the offensive line that set it up. He didn't have to make a move. He didn't have to break any tackles. He just had to take the handoff and score.
You look at the guy, you're like, oh, he's not running away from everyone. Next thing you know, he's in open field. No one's catching him.
Yeah, he doesn't have incredible speed that, he's blazing and outrunning everyone. He just hit the open hole and explodes, and it's a touchdown. Simple enough. It gets the job done. Is now the Bears are playing a little reactive. They're going to be a handoff to Herbert, good for about 4. And I was trying to touch on this before we were interrupted. This is nothing new for a Colin offense in the Super Bowl to kind of lock up, kind of freeze a little bit. If I remember in the Super Bowl he played I don't think that was a very high scoring Super Bowl. From what
the first one, this match, yes. I think it was 37-27. So no, not at all.
Not a very high score for reject standards,
Yes, Madden League reject standards. Yes,
right. There you go. There's a good dump off to Herbert. He's gonna make him. Man, got a little wiggle to him. Gets about.
Colin's got to be careful there because he does that again. CJ Mosley's coming back and laying the fucking boom. Yeah.
CJ Mosley has incredible hit power. Same with Marcus May.
He has that big hitter trait. That's all you need.
Yep. Herbert's in the gun. He's stopping back to throw, and there's almost a lurk on that play. Great coverage by Cashman. Regardless of it, Mooney is able to make the low pass. I think Colin low passing it really helped.
That hitching in on the left side held him just long enough before he could break on that.
Good play calling here. Bears have got a drive going on here. They're just at about the 50-yard line. Fields is going to be under center. Herbert the back beside him, and he's going to hand it off to Herbert. He's going to make a couple cuts, right off the block of the offensive lineman.
Goddamn good play call, if you ask me. First down, absolutely. 5 yards in a cloud of dust.
5 yards, inside zone split, gets the linebackers moving one way, you run the other, and you just put your foot in the dirt and get 5 yards when you need it. Couldn't have drawn it up much better there.
One of the best plays
Fields in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Herbert again. He's going to make a couple guys miss. He took a monster hit there by Marcus May. Again, you got to be careful with this. Yep.
He's got to be careful making all them cuts, jukes, spins, whatever the hell you want to call them.
You've got to.
If I'm running there, I'm having 2 hands on the ball.
Absolutely. And now this is where
is he going to go back to him?
Yep. Now you're seeing what's his halfback depth like. Sure, it's nice when it's going to be intercepted. Bryce Hall, he cuts off the play by the running back. Fields is going to be able to hawk him down and push him out of bounds.
What a play!
Oh my goodness, he snagged the ball right out of his hands.
That's that right there. That's that zone heavy. All his corners have 90+ zone.
Yeah.
So it's
absolutely
They made plays that you're not used to seeing.
Yeah, the Jets defense plays unlike anyone else's. And there's going to be a handoff left to Ibrahim, who's going to get smashed down by Roquan Smith.
It's like for the Jets here, I think a touchdown because he started with the ball and the Bears get the ball at half. I think it's almost crucial here that the Jets score a touchdown here, or else that pick's all for nothing.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't kick a field goal. I know you're being aggressive.
Because Colin could come here, he could run a 4-minute offense, score a touchdown, get the ball at half, score another touchdown. Next thing you know, you're down 14-10.
Yep. Zach Wilson dropping back to throw. It's going to be a dump off there. Yep. There's Carter. Just
like I
running
said
away
before
from
at the
people.
beginning of the broadcast, that's an extension of the run game.
Yep.
2 hands on the rock, get your yards
Yep.
and get down or
Just
get out
take
of
it.
bounds.
Colin's not playing flats real hard, which I don't know that you can do against Matt.
I noticed that too. When I haven't played him in a while, but when I played him in my Super Bowl, he will give that up.
He was giving the flats up, but Matt's not really one to make much mistakes. As there's Ibrahim off the left-hand side, he's going to stiff arm a guy to the ground, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, that's
Colin looked like he was playing an off deep zone, and you let the Jets offensive line move like that.
I don't want to sit here and be that guy, but if the Jets didn't have Zach Wilson, I'd say Mo Abraham's get to that ox territory. But
I think this team is still stout after
he plays in a pass-heavy scheme. It doesn't allow him to be an ox. You know what I mean?
I still think without Wilson, though, this is still one of the best rosters after Matt.
Yeah, his backup quarterback's 80 overall, Derek Carr.
I think he could win the Super Bowl with that 80.
If Wilson goes down, there's not that much of a panic.
Right. As now you're seeing some of the weird alignments the Jets like to do to really cause matchups. There you go. Bad blocking angles. Mosley was wide open there. They just weren't able to climb to him.
So I was talking to the Jets user. He told me about spreading the D-line, pinching the linebackers. I believe it was to stop stretch. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Or PA boots or something. But if you run just inside runs, you're going to get a free 5-6 yards every time, as you saw right there.
Big run stuff there by those massive interior linemen by the Jets.
But if I'm Colin here, obviously the first thing you got to do is get this first down. But I'm not letting him touch the ball for the rest of this half.
Yeah,
after you get this first down.
Yep, ideal scenario is you got to do that. But Matt's going to play it hard. He's going to drop your flats, and you've really don't have a lot open, and he forces the incompletion. Matt played sticks, played his zones correctly, and they had nothing open underneath. And Robinson,
I'm not sure what Colin was looking at at first, but Robinson was open about 2-3 seconds before that, before he started drifting towards the safeties. Because Matt hard flatted, so that in route was coming in behind in between the soft spot in between the linebackers and the safety.
Yeah. If you hard flat, usually those plays, if you can get them early enough, you can get them right.
Especially since he had a short route or short in coming underneath, but that route too.
Yeah. Good play though by Matt, and just causing if he's slowing down reads or speeding up reads.
3rd and long, Matt or the Jets are going to that cover 2 drop, I believe it's called, 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's going to guard. If you're trying to throw a seam route, he's going to guard it manually. So now Wilson is going to it's going to turn the ball over here now to the Jets with a 14-0 lead here. 3 minutes left in the half.
Jets are in the driver's seat.
Jets are going to have double tight right. Wilson is dancing or making some sort of adjustments there. It's going to be Ibrahim off the left-hand side. Yeah, that's got to be tough. It's actually Chase Winovich on the other side. Wasn't quite sure who that would be.
Chase Winovich. I remember that name.
He
has a ring.
I didn't know that he's
I thought he was.
He's playing, but it looks like he's the opposite end as beside Khalil Mack. So
I thought he was a Pittsburgh Steeler this whole time. I won't lie.
That's a little strange, but there's a check down there to another tight end, probably a 2nd-round pick.
That's the 2nd tight end he took in the 2022 draft.
Yes, he drafted 3 tight ends in that draft. So call him tight end man is not much of an
understanding. Yeah, the New York tight ends or whatever the hell you want to call them.
Tight end boy.
Tight end boy. There you go. Mm-hmm. That's why you're here, Alex. But this is the same situation I said for the Colin, the Bears. You don't want Colin to touch the ball again. If Colin touches the ball again, there's got to be less than 30 seconds on the clock. But you got to get the first down first, obviously.
Yeah, this is just going to be an RPO. You get better blocking.
It's an RPO inside zone or spacing.
Something like that. Easy play here. Easy. Don't overthink it, Matt. He knows what he's doing. Very tough to stop.
Matt, so he's a smart kid.
Yep. Spacing, drag route, Dotson, first down.
Like I said, there's going to be
those free reads like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you
playing
got it. That's
two,
like I
but he was
said.
playing deep in his zone. You gotta come up and play
Did he
that.
use her safety on that?
I think so.
So you can't. You got to use her. You got to sell out on stopping the first down. You can't use her a deep shot. You can't be worried about a deep shot there. If they're gonna take a deep shot on third down, it's like a tip your cap scenario.
Yep. So there's going to be a handoff there to Ibrahim, who's going to, I mean, just, dude, Jesus.
Whew.
The kid just plays better than his overall. So Colin was playing with Khalil
Mac
Mack,
blew
who was,
that up, but
well, Mack, they were trapping Khalil Mack because Khalil Mack's playing like fucking nose tackle. And they
hey,
trapped
what is he
him.
playing? 3-tech right now?
He's playing a 3-tech or sometimes even the 2-eye, which is on the inside shoulder of the guard.
I think he's swapping him back and forth to
the right
refresh his pass rush points or whatever. Alex knows more about that shit, but I think that's what he's doing.
There's a flat. So now if you're going to play flats, he's going to hammer that.
That was Mutt zone scissors right there. It's unguardable. Doesn't matter what coverage you play.
Yeah. Alex, do you happen to know why he's moving Khalil Mack around like that?
I'm pretty sure it's because of the pass rush points.
I have no idea.
Doesn't it reset your pass rush points or something like that?
Nah, they keep the same amount of pass rush points, but like I don't know why he would be moving him inside. It's honestly better to keep him on the edge.
That's why I'm surprised he didn't move him to his right side, Matt's left side, because of he has edge protector Armstead on the right side. Me personally, I would have moved him to the left.
Maybe it messes with his stamina or something.
I'm not sure. I would have moved him to the non-edge protector side just because.
Yeah, like rather than having Chase Winovich over there, like I just
whatever superstar abilities Mac has, probably edge threat and under pressure, and secure projector pretty much just negates that.
Yep. There's wow. So he used the play correctly, but Matt just made a cut off of it.
Some of Collins' user tackling's been a little off in this first half.
So I think regardless of what's happened in this first half, the big thing to note is that our algorithm has been way off. Algorithm has not accounted for.
Hey, there's no perfect science to this one.
Right. Even though we've had 1,000 simulations.
Endless.
We've been spending the past 2 days running simulations here. Is this going to be a jet sweep to Elijah Moore and he gets mutt tackled? Tripped up at the 1-yard line. Collins still got a chance here. I think Matt's got to go for it here. A stop here would be massive.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to.
I just think you make it a 3-score game. But
that's true. That's true.
Let's see what Smout's got drawn up here. Is he going to go back to the power O?
I think this is a power O.
Power O off the left-hand side, and he gets it that time. Wow, he had it blown up in the back. Yep.
I see what you're thinking, though, D-Fed, but if me personally, since I'm on the 1, I'm going for that. But if I'm on, like, the 3, 4, or 5, I'll take my 3.
No, I get it.
I see what
and Matt knew.
I see what
Matt knew that he had that power open because he had Colin was protecting the QB sneak.
And I think he ran commit up the middle, and most people know by now if power O out of the goal line fucks up the run commit up the middle.
Yep. You can get right off the edge on that. So big thing there. Jets not only do that, but they drip the clock down. Bears have no timeouts.
Exactly. You got no timeouts, less than 30 seconds on the clock, unless some fluky roughing the passer happens,
or some miracle 13 seconds. It takes you to get down.
Yeah, one of those two. It's usually
barring a miracle. This is usually pretty good situation for the defensive team, especially.
Yeah, the line. This would be like a minus or a fucking like. I don't know, like a minus 1,000 that Colin gets points here or something. The odds are pretty.
Oh wow. He's got to be careful throwing some of these. The Jets could easily take a.
I know he's got to be. Yeah. He's got to be aggressive, but the
way the Jets have been playing defense, you could easily see a Jets pick 6 here if he.
We've seen a comeback similar to this magnitude before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't want to say any names, but sorry, Trevor.
I think no. We've seen that. Trevor had was it 27 points?
Trevor was up almost 4 scores.
So there you go.
If
There's
not
the
4
pick.
scores.
Matt's gonna let's see if he can make a man miss, and he doesn't. Either way, he's got 12 seconds. He could probably
2 timeouts. That's 2 shots at the
probably
end zone.
probably take about 2
Or
shots.
one,
If
or
not
one
one,
play
and
and
kick
then
a
a
field
shot.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if not, he
One
could do
shot,
one and
get
kick a field
closer.
goal. Maybe he's just gonna run the ball and kick a field goal. I don't know.
Because a field goal still, it's only 3 scores, but he'd have to get a 2-point conversion every score he has. But I think he's making the smart decision here. Play it safe, take your points. He gift wrapped you a few, and if you just so happen to break one, you so happen to break one. But
Right? Yeah.
I'd be pretty happy going into halftime in the Super Bowl up 24. I don't know about you though.
Mm-hmm.
I-
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to argue that except for maybe the Falcons.
Big first half. Jets all day first half. Bears didn't get much going. They've really got to settle down and hope for a couple stops because the Jets played as good of a half of football I think you'd see.
Yeah.
And remember too, Jets got stopped at the 1 yard line. This could be 31-0.
Yeah.
At
And he also threw a pick on his first drive,
Yes.
but it was pretty much offset by Justin Fields
So,
throwing him one.
Nothing
more
has
pass.
really gone his way. I mean, we've seen big comebacks.
Hey, guess it starts now.
Yeah.
It starts right now.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Trevor blew a lead this big in the Super Bowl to Wealthy. Matt's not as aggressive as Wealthy, but we certainly have seen it happen.
Alex, I have a question for you. What's that saying I like to say sometimes? It's not about how you start, right?
It's about how you finish.
There you go.
That's right.
Mount up.
That's right.
Mount up.
That's right. You get the ball to start the half. You get a score.
Time is now.
You get some going. You've got some momentum rolling in your way. You need a big play here though to get the the momentum churning in your favor. There's a big play there by Khalil Herbert. He's going to make a couple guys miss, wiggle, and fall forward there for a gain of 25 on the play. There you go.
I absolutely love the play call, not because it was a power concept, but because it was a big tendency breaker. You think he's going to come out in the second half passing? Nope, I'm going to run the ball for damn near 40 yards.
Big thing is Matt was aggressive and missed the play. Oh, wow. There's a big stop. That'll absolutely crush you.
That's the QB contain play action mutt shot right into it.
Yep. You run a boot play and you roll right into that contain.
That's what when you call that play. I'm an expert at this play. When you call a PA sprint out, you have to sprint immediately. You can't let the quarterback do it on its own.
Yeah. Yep.
Or else that will happen.
Absolutely. Fields is dropping back to throw. He's going to fire. That's going to be another pick. No, wow. Dropped interception. Oh, my goodness.
Matt likes to often not switch on and just let sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but to just let the CPU make a play or just knock the ball away, because sometimes when you switch on it, it gives you a crappy animation. But right now, Collins got to feel, just like Madrid said in general, that monkey he's on his shoulders jumping around. He's feeling the monkey on his back.
Big play. You go to Mutt zone scissors and it's 3rd and 21. Matt can kind of drop his contains
Matt
around.
did he probably played the sticks or played over top. So and you have to punt here. You can't give him the ball and you're on territory.
Yeah. Just a crusher to come out and you've got really not much of anything going out there for the Bears. You've got to hope for a fumble 6, pick 6 on a Matt, getting a little too aggressive. But it's just not how Matt plays, Matt is right where he has you right where he wants him, Matt is going to run the ball and just he's so efficient on offense. He's so tough to stop like that. So now we're going to see Zach Wilson under center. I fully expect Matt to not be too aggressive here and just, err on the side of caution and really run that ball out. There's going to be a big stop. Sawed him down before he could really get moving.
15 for 101 and 3 tutties.
Outside of those burst runs, though, it's a couple. Maybe they hasn't really had monster runs where he's made Colin miss. Like Colin's been pretty stout. His defensive line has had some big run stops, but the Jets are just simply they're so diversible or so diverse in their offense that even if they're not hitting big chunk plays, they're disciplined enough to really make some plays happen when you take away their first punch. Oh, big stop. Big sack there by Eddie Goldman. Zach Wilson really didn't have an initial read open and tried to step up in the pocket, and he got swallowed by the big nose tackle to set up 3rd and 10. And this might be the longest third down the Jets have had to convert today. That's one thing we haven't talked about is how efficient that Jets offense is they don't get in these 3rd and long situations. Does he have a play in the playbook to kind of throw Colin off here? Especially because I fully expect Colin to use her Khalil Mack here and try and make a play happen.
Yeah, get one of those.
Drop back to throw. He's going to fire. It's going to be, what a broken tackle by Elijah Moore.
That is what you call a bailout.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, that hurts. I feel for Colin.
That would have been, 4th and 2?
Yep.
4th and 1?
4th and 2. You probably are not going for that if you're Matt. It just doesn't make much sense to go for that. But at the same time, Colin, I think, got greedy and went for a hit stick there. When you go for a hit stick with one of your corners, that's usually what happens. Yeah, that's probably likely what happened. It's going to be handoff up the middle. Carter makes a cut, 2 hands on the ball, and just falls down for a gain of 7. That's the thing that makes the Jets so tough.
Make that all of a sudden cut, and they go for the hit stick mutt tackle. They're just going to whiff every time.
Yeah, Met is really good at dodging those mutt tackles. Really been a strength of him running the ball. So we're going to see Wilson in the pistol set. He's going to have Ibrahim still the back behind him. He's going to drop back to throw, fire. There's a big gain to Moore. Right up the seam. He had him right in the alignment he wanted.
He was in what was only one high safety, cover 3 look. Yeah, Matt saw that before the ball was even snapped. That's who he was going to.
Yep, big play by him. As
I say, people clown Matt. They call him a clown. Blah blah blah. He's probably one of the smartest kids in here.
Looks like we have a special reporter here now has joined us. Looks like the wonderful J Dubs has radioed into our frequency. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Jack. Okay.
All right.
Ethan, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Just matching prepared.
Jack? Was that you?
Jack?
Yeah.
Are you there? Are our radios working?
Frequencies must be a little off.
It looked like I had Corey Davis there for the dagger.
I thought he did too.
Our tech guys have been grinding algorithms all week. We might have the frequencies just a little off.
Yeah, we'll have to have our best guys look into that one.
Yeah, don't worry, they're fairly compensated, and then some.
We'll make sure guys keep their eyes out and are able to get that done and taken care of. All right, we've got Zach Wilson now in the gun again. He was right. He's gonna stop and drop back to throw. He's gonna look and fire, and there's gonna be Elijah Moore. Big hit stick, and I thought he had the fumble with the way. I thought he had a fumble with the way this defender went on the backside. Wow!
If I'm the Jets right here,
I don't know why he's still throwing the ball. To be honest with you, I mean, he's making good reads.
I would have just ran an inside zone, and if I didn't get it, took my 3 to make it a 4-score game. But
there's another hit stick. Big hit stick there.
Colin, you got to start playing aggressive man blitzes, sending a 5th, 6th guy.
Yeah.
You got to
try and make up something. So
you can't just sit back and cover it because it'll be a long fucking day.
Yeah. So obviously Colin is standing at this point, but how pissed is
Colin's been standing since he got that first pick, I think.
So
he stood right up.
So we'll have to clarify with him. When his standing started for that prop.
We'll give him a few days to mourn and get back into it.
Yep. Handoff here to Muhammad Ibrahim. Another. Oh my God, these guys are getting freaking killed out here. 3 straight hit sticks in a row.
What did Mo Abraham? What was his stat line last week? Does anyone have that? He had damn near 200 yards last week, I thought, against the Jags.
Probably had at
It
least.
was like a
I think he had 4 touchdowns at least.
it was like a 15 carry, 200 yard, 4 touchdown performance or something crazy like that. Where he was getting naked early and often.
Drags verticals, stepping up. Oh
Well,
my
yeah.
god. Oh my
he had 2
god.
touchdowns, but I guess it doesn't matter.
And he evades the 2 rushers coming after him.
Zach Wilson with absolutely 0 drip.
What in the world?
Can't slander a 2-time MVP though, I guess.
Ooh, now we've got this is a mutt play here with the running back lines up in a wide receiver stance behind him.
Whoever Colin has at inside linebacker right now is huffing and puffing. That was
Oh
a
my
good user,
goodness.
but he went for a hit stick.
Yep, he's going for the hit sticks, and Ibrahim's just making cuts. Left.
I don't know if Colin's fucking drunk, tookied, all of the above, but some of these user tackles are
a little off. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a little off. I'm not too sure what's going on there. But this is the first Super Bowl that has been kind of lopsided we've had in a while, right? Most of them are pretty back and forth, and
this would be the most lopsided Super Bowl since Wealthy beat Peyton 70-14.
yeah, I often forget about that, but goddamn, that happened.
Yeah, that stinks. There's probably a backup there. Man, at what point?
The hell Brown.
So, now that we're kind of off the note sheet here, as this game has really gotten out of hand, we're gonna have to start kind of coming up with some content here to fill out the fourth quarter. I wasn't quite expecting. I wasn't quite expecting to see what the scores indicated here. Hopefully, we are able to see some Bears positivity for the Bears.
That was Letty Brown. Hopefully,
Bama running back.
His family recorded that one so they can not a Bama running back. I think he's an EA generated guy, but hopefully that kid's family can record that because they got his name called in the Super Bowl.
Well, there's Allen Robinson.
Hey,
making
have we called that name yet?
That would be one of his first big catches. He had a big third down catch on one of Colin's first drives, but he got out of a couple big plays there. Oh my goodness, CJ Mosley playing double. CJ Mosley's ability to cover not one but both guys there and swat the ball when thrown at him.
CJ Mosley might be getting up there in age now, but he can still play a goddamn hook zone. I'll tell you what. Mm-hmm. Don't ask him to man anybody up, but he can play a good hook zone.
I mean, look at his ability. He took over that check down route to the running back on that play. So there's a couple of guys missing for Allen Robinson making a play here. It looks like Colin might end up getting his
feel good drive.
Unlike
Alex did against Colin.
Yep.
Sorry, Alex. You're a good kid, though.
Sorry though, I'm not going for field goals down 35.
How could you go down field goals? That just means you have a tiny peen.
Well, you don't want to get shut out in the Super Bowl, but
yeah, hashtag we don't get shut out.
There we go. Is it Dodata Mooney? No way. Did the kid come down with it in quadruple coverage?
What a catch, but it didn't count. Damn.
Oh my goodness. General is on fire as we turn to see these Super Bowls.
The Bama boys are not having a good time. They are down bad.
Bama boys are down catastrophically.
They once had the dream of a full Bama Super Bowl.
Oh no. There's the pick.
Said when it rains.
Oh. And that's just
when it rains.
That's just how the Jets are, man. That's so frustrating when you play the Jets.
Let's turn on 2 o'clock and get to the goddamn off season so I can make a mutt trade.
That's right. Yeah, that stinks.
Yeah.
Well, looking at historically what this Super Bowl means, historically this would be Matt's 3rd ring.
Matt tied me.
Matt now ties Milky for the 2nd most rings in all of Rejects.
I got some work to do.
Looking at it,
I thought that
looking at
shit.
the ring count, Wealthy will have 4. Matt and
Matt
Milk will be
has-
tied for 3.
Does anyone else have 2?
No one has 2. And then Swayze has 1, Alex has 1, Peyton has 1.
Is that it?
Let me pull up the league archives here. So, yeah. So Swayze has 1, Peyton has 1, Alex has 1. Matt will now have 3. Milky will have 3, and Wealthy sits atop at 4 with this one. Hasn't had a ring since season
Wealthy's
9.
at a little dry spout, hasn't he?
Yeah, season 9. It was his last one.
That's what I get. I guess I got to start stat padding just like the Jets more in the regular season. Get my guys mudded up for the playoffs. Look at Zach Wilson, 17 for 19, 201. Did you say Jimmy G?
Listen, he hasn't had to do more or less.
Our algorithm had Zach Wilson over under 321 and a half passing yards, and we had 13 people take the over.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? The algorithm won on that one, baby.
It just shows people don't know Jets football.
Apparently not. I thought, the Jets would have 31 right now, but the Bears would also have like 28 or 24 or something right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this game is getting ugly. If you have any younger children watching, you might want to have to turn this off.
Yeah, it's probably,
this game is going to get
you put them to bed real time, or you should probably be back in time for the trophy presentation.
Justin Fields dropping back, trying to get something going. He's got a deep post. There it is. There's your Allen.
There's A-Rob, Penn State legend.
Yep.
Yeah,
Allen Robinson
sad
makes a play.
celebration.
I'm not sure if I'm all about celebrating down 31, but
down
I guess
31
that's the
in
new
the
age.
Super Bowl. He sellies
I guess
on
that's Tommy. I guess that's the new age we live in, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Damn kids think they can celebrate down 30. I don't know what the hell I am. I guess I'm old now, huh?
A lot of hopium for the Bears.
That's 4.
Well, you might be able to get a backdoor cover depending on how the Jets play this year.
We didn't set a line, but I would say it was probably Jets like minus 4.5, 3.5, 5.5 maybe. I guess you're probably right. It was 6.5. I'd say you're probably right about that.
Yeah.
Especially with the not the Bears, but Collins' history in Super Bowls.
Right.
Not exactly going his way.
Now that Colin has his little moment of victory, the question now becomes after Matt's. This is his second Super Bowl in a row.
Yeah.
The question becomes,
are we entering for the OGs of the OGs? Are we entering like instant territory back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Are we entering that?
He's all but. You're right. He's all but at like an instant level.
The Trevors, the Wealthies, Matt. Who else? You.
Yeah.
Is that
what a pressure.
At?
See, he's
the Shadows.
there,
I think they know.
The big thing is Matt needs to get his 4th ring to tie Wealthy, because Matt can go down as the greatest reject of all time. Currently,
there's a big toss-up right now. I mean, it's no one's there's no consensus. I'll say.
Well, Matt winning this doesn't put him at number 1. There's
definitely
probably
a big argument.
The big thing with Matt is he's had these 2 in a row, but
it's been but he's
won, gone 10 years. He's gone 10 seasons without winning one, pretty much.
He went on a Tom Brady-esque drought.
Yes.
And
he won one in season 3. He beat Jake Witt 55-34 in the Super Bowl and didn't make a Super Bowl until season 12. So he made the last Super Bowl of Madden 20. He lost to Wealthy 58-40, and then he got shut out in Madden 21, and now he's got 2 recently in this Madden.
It's like a thing. I know it's weird to say, but like certain just Maddens in general, just the way the game plays favors some people maybe over others.
And see, that's the thing that I would make the argument for Wealthy is that he won 1 and lost 1 Super Bowl in Madden 20.
He's the only one that's won one in every Madden,
Yes,
right?
he's won 4. He went to 4 straight, went 2-2 at Madden 21, and he made it season 2.
Because I didn't even
last
make
year.
it Super Bowl last
Yeah.
Madden.
Yeah. Oh, there's the pick. So the thing with Wealthy is, like, when you look at that game he had against Matt, if you remember correctly, Wealthy had a chance to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, and he didn't get it. Otherwise we would have had the first overtime Super Bowl in Rejects history. That was a very, very close game. Regardless of it, there's that pick that's going to hurt.
Wealthy's the only one to win a Super Bowl on all 3 Maddens we've been across so far.
He didn't win a Super Bowl this year. No, not this year.
Not this year, but
he's been to a Super Bowl every Madden.
Been to one. Yeah.
So he was 1-1 Madden 20, 2-2 Madden 21. He's 0-1 this year. So the thing is still on Wealthy, I would say.
I'd say we have another.
The thing is, in Madden 21, you and Matt didn't make a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that Madden was that Madden will say favored the guys who like to run the ball, and I was not a run cheeser yet at that time. So
yeah, Madden 20 was a lot more. I feel like that was a very defensive game.
You'd ask if there's been a 3-peat in Rejects, and there has not.
So
have we had a back-to-back yet? Wealthy went back.
Wealthy went. You went back-to-back in 4 and 5. Wealthy went back-to-back in 8 and 9. We've had the same Super Bowl matchup. We had Milky and Colin season 4 and 5. We had. We did not have any other ones.
Twice last year. Not back-to-back, though.
Wealthy beat Trevor in season 8 in the comeback, and Wealthy beat Peyton in season 9.
So we've had a few back-to-backs.
Oh yeah, Wealthy. No back-to. So 2 back-to-backs, no 3-peats. Yes, so Matt could be the first one to get a 3-peat.
But how many has there been any 3-peats in the NFL?
3 in a row?
Yeah.
I think so.
I know in the NFL, 3-peats is like the rarest one, I think, though. And then as a little shadow posts the Jim Kelly meme with Colin.
It's just not the same. That was 4 straight. Colin's had 2 in 10 years, 4 in a 10-year span, not 4
But he's still 0-4.
Yeah, funny guys.
But hey, we can still say, Tommy, right? Rejects runs through the AFC East.
The AFC East clearly is the powerhouse conference this year. I'll stand by. I think you can put me in 3 other conferences and I would win it, and I'm the 3rd team in the AFC East. So, I think the AFC East is clearly the power that we thought going into the season. Though we thought it was going to be the power too, and depending on what now that Trevor's the Dolphins.
He thinks he's the Chiefs, but he's the Dolphins.
He's the Dolphins. That instantly becomes the greatest Rejects division of all time. And you could see 4 Super Bowl. So you could see 4 playoff teams if Trevor sticks with the Dolphins and doesn't rage quit.
Yeah. Who knows? Year 1 could have been a lot different if Trevor didn't rage quit. Because I could have played him in the playoffs and he could have knocked my ass out.
Yeah, as he has your number in the playoffs.
Yeah. Actually, he does not, but
he says he does.
Just for the storyline.
Yeah.
I don't think we've played that much. But, the one time I do remember I got a Hail Mary on his ass. But besides the point. He's probably pissed now, but he's still pissed to this day about it.
Big Vipey, would I classify as one of the worst Rejects users ever? No, not at all, Vipey. Not at all. We have had some.
Vipey, you're a good kid. Yeah.
Oh, there's Colt Connett.
Yeah, is that his first reception?
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields, 10 for 22. Blech. What do they like to call him? The Lamar alt, aka a running back.
Pretty much.
Not having a good performance.
No. Yep. He's what the reject experts kind of had predicted. So this is the strange thing. Colin has dominated. Colin has been to 4 Super Bowls. Hasn't won.
He's
any.
dominated his conference each time too. There was the AFC way back when, and now the NFC. I'd say this Madden, hands down, he's the best. He's been the best user in the NFC.
Right. But if we're picking Colin or Wealthy to beat Matt, I'm taking Wealthy.
This Madden, I mean, I wouldn't say this Madden, never mind, but yeah, in general, yeah, probably.
I mean, I think Wealthy's due for a Super Bowl here soon. He's made one, but
Just
I think he's due to
just
get one.
like I was due year one because I didn't win one the previous Madden. He's the definition.
I think he's due. And
he's a definition of a power hitter that hasn't hit a home run in 100 at bats.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting discussion though. Is Colin number 4 on the user list still after this big
I don't
Super
know.
Bowl loss?
I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have to
sit down and calculate these rankings.
No. We're gonna have to see multiple people there. We're gonna have to have multiple people release a power ranking or tier list just to see their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to release one. I'll release one.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, Dakota, Matt will have to release one. It's like different people have different opinions. Because Matt thinks Little Shadow's a top 5 user in rejects.
He said he could even be 4.
But us, we say, oh no, Peyton's a lot better than him. Even though
big Alex Rocks fan, I'd take Alex Rocks over him.
We could take
Alex Rocks is 2-0 against him.
That's an argument.
And
he
has
have.
A rejects ring.
Yeah, prestigious. Very prestigious. Trying to see if the Jets will do an interview with us here, but there we go. We crown them back to back.
It's going back to back. Jets with the big
Colin
win.
is now 0-4. If that monkey is, that's now a gorilla on his back, not a monkey. But I think that kid, he'll get one day. I think.
I feel like Colin's gonna sneak in like
He plays well when the lights are bright, but when the lights get brightest, he sometimes does not play the best.
I think Colin's good enough to like sneak into Colin's good to like sneak in like a late season Super Bowl, like when Wealthy beat Matt or like Alex, late in the season.
Well, let's say either myself or Matt doesn't make the Super Bowl. I think Colin will be good for that one. Oh, looks like we got our Jets user on the line.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going to be officially tied for second place with the Milkman, aka myself, and Rejects Rings?
Great to be here. Great to be here.
Great to be here. So I guess
here.
Obviously the game plan you written up was pretty much went to perfection. So Zach Wilson didn't even throw a goddamn touchdown. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, we did it throughout the playoffs. Zach Wilson, we faked everyone out with the double juke. Everyone thought he was the MVP, and really he's just a game manager.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy G alt. Yeah, really. I think
if
there's one thing we learned, he's literally a Jimmy G alt.
I have a comparison for Zach Wilson. BMAC, if you're still listening, you'll love this. But Zach Wilson is Tom Brady.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But he's that level of game manager.
Whoa.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, it worked out just fine. I've crafted my run cheese over the year. You love to see it. We got to where we are. Defense, carried me throughout though.
Yeah.
Got me where I are. Bills threw a few picks off the rip, and that game was over, and we move on. Defense, What did we allow? How much did you score, Tommy? 14 against the
Oh,
14.
yeah,
The
like lots of
defense,
late
yeah.
games, like late scores. Yeah, about
I don't care.
14.
Scores that didn't matter.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Because I gave him 15 to Peyton and 14 the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Dude,
say
thresholds.
me and Mr. Fallen, when we saw the score going into the second quarter 0-0, we were both kind of, I would say Alex and Deethed both, we were all shocked. What was the mindset? What was the mindset going in there? You had the ball, you threw a pick, but he threw you one right back. So like, was it like, okay, it doesn't matter, we'll reset, we'll start where we were, but what was it?
I mean, you mainly just got to stay calm. I mean, I get pissed getting ball first, but one drive
That's
at a
what I
time,
said. I agree with that. I hate getting ball first.
literally the worst. And then you throw a pick, and you fucking want to throw your controller out the window. But we
And
get
next
through.
thing you know, yeah, you feel like you're down 14, but really it's still a tie game.
That's really when things go out. But yeah, defense carried me through, and we stuck to our game plan. I mean, we know we moved the ball. We were moving the ball just fine. Like that's not going to happen like every game with me.
Yeah.
And then he had that goal line stand. That's not going to happen all the time. So just stuck through it. Stay to the game plan. You know about it.
Stick to the game plan.
That's
Live
right.
and die by the game plan.
Once you go off
You
that
know,
game
That
plan,
was your
you stick-
identity.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Identity is
That's
key.
a very balanced team. Absolutely.
Yep. That's our
That's it.
dad team.
The Texans are still the only team to beat the Jets in Madden 22 in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Thank-
There
I-
we go.
The
The
Patriots, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. 8-win Texans are talking.
And
Alex, you have any questions for the champ?
We're ready to reload. Back at it. Let's go off season.
Hot trades, baby.
I'm
That's
sure
what
he's
we
got.
need for
I'm sure he's
everybody.
got 70 million in cap room because he's not
Yeah,
going
I
to
do.
pay
have 50
QB.
mil.
Mhm.
Beck Milson is not making that much money. Love to see it.
I said
Alright,
we
good-
called it
good
rookie
team.
quarterback privilege. Congrats. Congrats.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to have to win one now to get you above me, goddamn asshole. Got any final thoughts, Mr. Bro Commissioner Fallen?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll give you at least one shout out.
Bro Commissioner, now freelance commentator for Rejects. No, I don't have much. Just a congratulations to him as your entry has been recorded into the history books. So if you guys ever want to link to that, it should be in League Archives. You can see all the stats. Eventually, we'll do like a ring roundup, something I kind of want to do this all season. I really want to get that down. Dudes were kind of clowning it, and then there was like a power struggle.
That's a good word. That's a good term.
But
I
we
like
got
that.
it. But we got it taken care of, and
Oh,
just like
God.
everything else, the history of rejects.
The history of rejects, just like Trevor Varnell. How's it going, guys?
Oh God! All right, yeah, cast is over.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. It was a good too. It's a Super Bowl. Every time it happens, it's something unexpected. But
Yes.
have a great night, everybody.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. God bless. Go rejects.